if you want to get into content creation, let alone any other business model, it is paramount that you first and foremost develop some level of self-awareness before researching how to do that thing online. And when I say self-awareness before researching, what I mean is, it's so easy to get caught up when you're starting out creating content, okay? You're trying to build an audience, you're trying to garner attention that you can maybe get more clients, more customers, build relationships, etc. It's very easy to go online and just see guys that are light years ahead of you. But if you lack self-awareness, you will lack the ability to observe the fact that they've been doing it for far longer than you have, or maybe they've had access to opportunities that you don't have. And it's also easy to look at somebody that's been doing something for 5 years and think, oh, wow, like, I'm just going to do what they're doing. Rather than, once again, having that self-awareness and realizing, like, I might not be in a position to do it at the level that they're doing it at, but I know that I can try my absolute hardest to work in that direction, or to add my own personality, my own creativity to the equation and build a brand that is authentic to me. See, that's the thing about building, especially personal brands, when we're talking about building a personal brand and building an audience around you and your ideas and, your outlooks on life and your strategies and ways of implementing and executing on things, is it's exactly that. It's exactly what it's called. It's a personal brand. It's personal to you. And it's something that I know in my early years I really, really struggled with. I was, I'm a very ambitious person. I always have been. And I would always look at other guys and be like caught up in like almost the production quality of their content. And I couldn't seem to get past that. I was like, man, I can only, at the beginning, I could only afford to shoot videos on my phone. I have old videos out there that I recorded on my phone at the time because that's all I could afford to do. And I didn't know, their lighting is perfect and their setup is perfect and they've got all these fancy LUTs and shit. And I'm here to tell you that, being that like today, I never thought I would be at a point, where I'm recording my YouTube videos on I don't even know, $3,000, $3,500 camera rig. It's like, I never thought I would be at that stage. And I think that the number of people that get discouraged by the fact that like they think that there's these massive barriers to entry and it stops them from executing on the thing. Like, I would not be in the position to have nice equipment, to shoot things, to articulate my thoughts if I didn't record countless videos where I was just jumbling my words and making a fool of myself on a piece of shit hardware with low quality resolution and just putting it out there, just uploading. And I think that there's definitely, different varying techniques to kind of overcome that initial visceral gut instinct to like not do that thing or not post that piece of content because, you're not proud of it or something like that. But I think that the realization that really helped me, and I really hope I can find one, but I'm going to look through my old archives and see if I can find a photograph or a video of like my old video setup. When I first started my social media marketing company, I started creating content both for my personal brand as well as for my agency. And I was in a bare bones basement. I'm talking like concrete walls, like poles and beams and exposed wood and wires everywhere. We had a little home gym down there. It was filthy. And my brother actually built me out this little kind of workspace, which basically at the time, I thought it was epic. But like at the time, it was literally just like a rug that we found on the ground, a coffee table that my brother got from working an electrical job for someone. They gifted him this like nice wood glass coffee table. And I had a desk that I bought off somebody for like $110. But the way that I set up my videos, my brother and I, we actually went to Walmart one night, and my brother knew, I really just, I didn't have much money to spend at the time, and I was trying to get the business off the ground. I was working hard, and he bought one of those like faux leather or pleather, like fold down, like couches that converts into a bed or whatever. And he bought one of those, like a cheap ass one, and we put it in there. And then I found this old gray sheet, had like holes in it in certain spots, but I was able to stretch it out just wide enough. And I stretched it out and like tacked it to the ceiling, so it would be like a backdrop behind that couch. And that was where I shot a majority of my original videos, because I thought I needed something that at least looked a little bit professional. If I could go back though, I'm telling you right now, because I really think that it would have been cool to showcase exactly where I was at and exactly what was going on. At the time, I was just worried about the perception of potential clients that I was talking to. I wanted them to kind of like feel that, because my knowledge and my skill level on social media marketing and digital marketing in general was quite high. And I wanted, I guess, at face value to appear to the standard at which my knowledge was at and my ability to execute was at. So, that's some of the reasoning behind that, as well as I wanted my content to look better. The lesson that I ended up learning that really helped me and enabled me to create those original pieces of content and just publish them without thinking twice about it was I kind of came to a conclusion. And that was that it didn't matter so much what my content necessarily looked like, so long as the knowledge and the value that I was sharing in my content was making my content worth watching, worth consuming. And really, that just sparked basically, this now 5.5 years later, sparked this journey for me of, constantly looking to learn, constantly seeking out new things and knowledge and challenges to learn my own lessons through, and then take those lessons that I learned, take those experiences that I have, the life that I live, and then sharing it with an audience via video, photo, written word, whatever. So for any of you that are, maybe struggling with that, you're thinking like, I don't got the money for a nice camera. I don't have a nice setup. The only place I really have to shoot where I can like get some peace and quiet is like my bedroom or a park bench locally or in my car. Trust me when I tell you, like, people will appreciate the authenticity of you just showing where you're at and what you're going through. And if anything, I think it amplifies your message. And that the message and the value that you are adding to someone's life, the experiences that you've lived and the lessons that you've learned through those experiences, that's what truly matters. What truly matters is that you're able to give someone what it is that they're looking for in your content, or, mind you, more my approach is like create content on the lessons you've learned and things that you're passionate about and that you believe matter. And then the audience that appreciates those things is going to eventually kind of gravitate towards you and your content naturally. Rather than trying to find, niche spaces and things that are like the most optimal to talk about for the YouTube algorithm, or, doing market research and trying to figure out like where's the most demand as far as content is concerned. I think that that's where you're going to lose a lot of that authenticity component as well. But just, pick up whatever you have, record whatever it is that you can record, and share whatever value, knowledge, and experiences that you have to share. And if you don't feel like you have anything to share, then odds are you don't need to sit in front of a camera and record content or try to record content. You need to go out and experience life go through trials and tribulations, go through struggle and hardship, build that business, like do that fitness challenge or challenge yourself to run a marathon or work out or reach a certain weight. Like go out and actually live life and then come back with the experiences and the knowledge you gain through them and share it with an audience. Then you'll have something to create content about. Like if you feel like you don't have ideas or anything, the only real option would be like to vlog your journey, I guess, like showcase the journey. Don't be afraid to do that as well. That's another thing. Actually, that's how I really got started, was I didn't really have a lot of knowledge and experiences on what it was that I wanted to build my brand around. And so I just documented my journey. I did like an 80+ day long form vlog every single day consecutive for 80 some odd days. And that was one of the things that really got me started in creating content. So, that's another option as well for those of you that don't feel like you have something to share, is like, okay, then just share the process of you gaining that knowledge or the process of you experiencing whatever it is that you're looking to experience or looking to pursue in your life. People will appreciate it. Just don't get caught up in the bullshit and the shiny objects and the crazy editing and the fancy camera gear and all that fucking bullshit. Like that's maybe like 5% of building an audience. Look at some of the guys that have blown up on YouTube in the last couple of years. These are guys that are like shooting on a middle of the road camera, just documenting raw, long form, unedited videos, and they're amassing massive audiences. Why? Because they are relatable, because they are entertaining, like they actually have a genuine personality that people can, one, relate to again, and two, like that people actually appreciate or find entertaining or of value. And then people get to watch and experience them going through the shit, going through the struggle and persevering. And I think that, there's a lot to be said about being willing to showcase both the ups and the downs. And people are going to much more respect when you have something to show for all of the work that you've put in, if they have a better understanding or a more concrete grasp on the actual work that it took for you to attain that thing. All right, that was just my thoughts for today, gentlemen. I hope this inspires at least one of you to start creating content if it's something that you want to do. Start building a personal brand for yourself. And I'm hoping to start coming out with some more videos, just sprinkle in some videos among the self-improvement and fitness content on, actual content creation and building a personal brand, because I feel that is something that has played a vital role in my success up to this point, as well as my ability to expose myself to growth opportunities and high value relationships with other like-minded individuals that have very much played a vital role in me getting to the level that I'm at today. So again, hoping to start sprinkling in some of that content as well. It's something I'm rather passionate about talking about, and I certainly have a track record with it. I've been at this a long time. And I'm just continuing to work on getting more consistent with these YouTube uploads. It's not always the easiest, but forcing myself to do it, nothing to it but to do it. I hope you guys are getting some value from these. So I will catch you all on the next video.